Archivists, y'all. Exclusively interviewing Uncle New.
How you doing, man?
And we're catching up with DJ Newmark. And who is Uncle New, the DJ with the music blocks?
I am indeed the crazy music blocks. Children's toys that I got from the year 2000. And now I got tons of toys, and they're a pain in the ass to travel with, but I have them.
And what got you the idea how to make music out of children's toys? It is incredibly awesome since 2000.
I did a miniaturized or a scaled down version of my toy set when I was with J5, and it consisted of just the music blocks. And since the disbandment of J5, I decided to see what would happen if I filled the entire stage up with children's toys and tie them into my DJ rig. And it's been a lot of fun, and I've had a good run at it. So yeah, that's how I was born.
And you have the mouse with the nunchucks that's kung fu fighting. I got one too. The best toy that you have in your set. And tell us more on the stylophone.
The stylophone is crazy. It's like a updated version of the stylophone from the 70s, which is more like a keyboard module. But this one has really good drum sounds in it. It's like a pen that you touch each pad, and it makes really cool like laser sounds and drum sounds and beatbox sounds and everything. It's just a fun toy.
And the most challenging tricks that you can do on the turntables or producing music with any objects that make these harmonious sounds.
What is the most challenging thing as it comes to both turntables and the toys? Well, as I go from my DJ set into the toys, I go into a toy that's made by Legos. And so there's a lot of fader work that's on the mixer that goes in the toys. So I say that's how they kind of intertwine or whatever.
And the DJ trick that you can just perform on the turntables. It's one of the hardest.
One of the hardest.
Master, yeah.
Oh god, I'd have to say beat juggling is very tough. You know, that and some of the crazy flare cuts are pretty tough. But being able to rock a party, I think, is the ultimate task. You know, like the ultimate proof that you're a real DJ. If you can rock a crowd, then you're worthy of calling yourself a DJ, I guess.
And there is a guy in Germany with one of the largest toy collections.
And I've been talking to him.
Let us know some of your all-time favorites.
That dude has got the most ridiculous collection. He doesn't perform with them, but he has them in a museum and stuff, and so me and him have been going back and forth a little bit, not as much as I should. But he has one toy that presses records. That's his illest one. I mean, he has a lot of great things, and he's keeping me on my toes for the dig, for the next thing, but there's one toy that I guess they're like fake little plastic records, and the kids can sing into the microphone, and then as they're singing, it's creating a record. It's a record press, a miniature record press, and then you can play that record. So that's like the most gangster shit ever.
And out of all his toy collection, is there anything of your all-time favorites that you love to see?
I don't have any of his toys, and I don't think he has any of mine. But mine I think are a little bit more new than his, and I have like a different approach. And he's going for vintage toys, and yeah, he's captured that really well.
And tell us more about the USB flash drive in the shape of a DJ needle, and tell us more about the European tour.
Okay. Well, the USB flash drive is in the shape of a Shure DJ needle, and I decided to put my entire album on there. Just to give people an extra format so they can have fun. I think people are kind of missing the art aspect of music these days because there's so much MP3 downloads or stealing of music. So I think people kind of want like an art piece, you know? And that was just the inspiration behind that. And my DVD is also on there, as well as the instrumentals and acapellas and the full Broken Sunlight album.
And any DJ battles that you've been involved with, and share on the 20th reunion of Lyricist Lounge.
Growing up, I used to do a lot of house parties, and that spilt into me battling local guys in my neighborhood for equipment or money, or like park battles. There was a few park battles that I won. But I never really got deep into the DMC thing, although I owned all the tapes and would really study their stuff. At that time, I was really pushing towards becoming more of a producer than I was a battle DJ. And the DJ side of things I was kind of getting myself ready for rocking more parties, you know, because I was doing house parties at the time, so I wanted to do more club parties at the time, or club events. So yeah, that'd be my involvement on the battle thing, you know.
And the homie White Ice, let us know, 89 to 90, that's the homie out here.
White Ice is hilarious. He's been around forever, and he's always been a big proponent of instilling good hip hop in me and talking about homies that rap. And it's funny that you know him. He's an old school dude, and he's stayed true to his roots. He's a good guy.
And that put me on the Bronx Legends tour for Canada to rep out here. So.
Yeah, and is Busy Bee on that tour?
He was.
He was.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I know he's always talking to Busy Bee.
Definitely.
So yeah, he's a good dude.
And we're working on Coke for Rock as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it'd be really great. And anything you want to share about the Lyricist Lounge?
Lyricist Lounge? Well, Lyricist Lounge is partly what got J5 there breaking in, I'd say, in New York. They kind of expanded us into that market when we were on the record on the Lyricist Lounge first album. And God bless the reunion. I'm glad they're still doing it. Happy to be part of that era of hip hop and be around during that time, and that they're still doing it. Peace to Anthony.
And who in hip hop culture has the largest vinyl collections? And share on some of your rarest vinyl tapes. And do you collect anything?
I wouldn't be able to say firsthand who has the best vinyl collection, but I know Biz has a shitload of records. I know Pete Rock has a shitload of records. I know Pete, I think last time I talked to him, he had 60,000 records. And Biz, I know, has like 2 homes filled with records. So they're doing big things. And of course, I'm sure Bambaata's collection is ridiculous. He's like the king of digging. So yeah, but you know, firsthand, I can't speak on someone else's collection. You know,
rarest vinyl and tape that you have?
Rarest vinyl that I have?
Yeah.
Oh God. I don't really dig in rare anymore. I traded a lot of my rare things away because I dig more into feel now. Like I dig into things that I'm actually going to chop up and use. But like I like my Niagara record, and I have an NFL library record I really like, and some other even more rare library records that I like. Yeah, I don't know. I got kind of out of the whole collecting for a rare thing for rare sake, and more into collecting for personal gratification and for listening music. So, and a lot of this personal gratification is known music and music I grew up listening to. So I kind of moved away from that a little bit.
And share more on This Is the Life documentary being part of the West Coast Underground history.
Yeah, Ava did a really good job at directing that movie, putting that movie together, and I was actually really surprised at how well she was able to collect all the video and put it together. I know contributed some good video to The Good Life, and during that time I had only been in The Good Life maybe 4 or 5 times because I lived pretty far away and I had a truck that wasn't really keeping up with the roads in LA. So it was really cool to see some of the footage from back then and see how many groups really came out during that time. And I also thought it was kind of a sad movie too. There's a sadness to it that really captured what the artists were going through in LA. She did a great job of capturing the feel of that movie, or the feel of The Good Life, I should say.
And from last year to the World DJ Championships with Red Bull. Tell us more on that with your toy set at the Commodore. That
night really meant a lot to me. I remember pulling up to the Commodore and actually kind of getting a little bit teary-eyed because when my group broke up, I remember saying, I'm never going to play the Commodore again. Because I really like the Commodore. I have a special bond with that place. We've had really good shows there as a group. And I didn't know where the event was till the day of. For some reason, I had a lot of shows, and I'm bad at my itinerary sometimes. And when we pulled up, I'm like, oh my God, I'm playing the Commodore? Like I was like so thrilled, man. Just like it meant a lot to me to play the Commodore in Vancouver. So yeah, I have nothing but warm memories from that night and playing with Z-Trip. We had a great time.
Excellent. And working with Red Bull, let us know what they've done with you and you guys work together.
Red Bull's just kept it real on all the events. I mean, they sponsor like good snowboard events, good skateboard events. All around the world. When I just got back from my European trip, they were doing things out there. They have their hands in so many things that are cool and speak to the kids, I guess, you know, from DJs to sporting events to, you know, all kinds of things. They just have their hands in the mix in a good way, and they're putting good money behind it, which means a lot to us artists.
And Broken Sunlight, it's here.
It's here.
From colored vinyl to much more. Let us know.
Broken Sunlight, the theme behind it was for me to break up the album into 6 pieces. I kind of felt like people were having a hard time listening to a whole album in one sitting. I guess people's attention spans are just kind of getting shorter from YouTube, and I don't know, people either buy one song that they like from an album or a 99-cent download or whatever it is. So my idea was just to break it up and make it palatable for the everyday person, you know? Yeah.
Excellent. And catching up with DJ Newmark, one of the best hip hop memories you've been part of or contributed to?
Oh, that's a tough one. One of the best hip hop memories. Well, I have to say, encouraging. I used to work for a label called Correct Records in '96, '97, and there was an artist that I actually signed to the label. This was all happening while I just started working with Jurassic 5. We just met, and I was working at this label to earn some money. And there was an artist I signed by the name of Grav from Chicago, and he did a song with Kanye West at that time, and I encouraged him to keep working with him. And actually, that was Kanye's first break on record. And I tried to sign him, and they wouldn't let me sign him. So I don't look at it in a bad way. I look at it like, wow, like, you know, I found a great artist back then, and I knew he was dope, and I knew he could rhyme as well as make good beats. So it's great to see how far he's gotten in this crazy business. So yeah, I guess I'd have to say that.
And any other artists you're working with, or anything you can let us know about?
Well, coming up, I'm going to be doing a project with Slim Kid Trey from Farside.
Okay.
And I'd like to do Blend Crafters Part 2. I'm working on scoring or co-scoring a film on Sony Pictures that revolves around B-Boys. It's called Battle of the Year, and it's about the Battle of the Year that happens in France. And so I'm doing the beats behind that with like an orchestra director, and that's kept me really busy. So yeah.
Awesome. You have anything else to add to our
If you wanna come visit me, come check me out at unclenew.com. You can buy directly from me at the website, and I got everything up there from colored 10-inch vinyl to USB sticks in the shape of needles to double vinyl and CDs and DVDs and T-shirts and the whole nine. So. Yeah, thank you for having me.
Excellent. You got any shouts?
Shout out to my manager Rick for staying behind me this last crazy year. Shout out to my man Amani Smith, aka Burt Blackarack, for being a dope DJ and a great friend. Yeah, those are my shout outs, man.
And shouts to Lisa Max.
Shouts
and
to Lisa Max for staying behind me.
And White Ice. And this is The Archivist, and you already know the name, y'all.
Peace.